How badly did you want this one for Kyle?
This one really means a lot, Mark. This one really means a lot. I've been saying for years that this is my favorite race of the year. You know, I get to have my family here every year. This is most of the time the only race that I get to come, and it's been a very tough week. You know, Kyle, he was special, man.
On Sunday, May 25th, 2026, at Charlotte Motor Speedway in Concord, North Carolina, DanielSuárez crossed the finish line of the Coca-Cola 600 NASCAR's longest race and immediately pointed to the sky. Just 3 days earlier, on May 21, Kyle Busch, two-time NASCAR Cup Series champion, had died at the age of 41 after severe pneumonia progressed into sepsis, resulting in rapid and overwhelming complications. Busch was scheduled to drive in this very race. Before the green flag dropped, Elton Sawyer, NASCAR's Senior Vice President of Competition, addressed the drivers with one simple instruction: let's put on a race Kyle would be proud of. They did exactly that. Kyle Busch built a record that stands alone in NASCAR history: 234 victories across the sport's 3 national series, including Cup Series championships in 2015 and 2019 with Joe Gibbs Racing. He won the Brickyard 400 twice, in 2015 and 2016 at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. According to a statement from the family, Busch had become unresponsive while practicing in a Chevrolet simulator on Wednesday, just 1 day before his death was announced. He was 41 years old, leaving behind his wife Samantha, his 11-year-old son Brexton, and 4-year-old daughter Lennox. Joseph Newgarden, a 2-time Indianapolis 500 winner, captured the motorsports world's collective grief. How can you not be in shock over the situation? I think it just puts into perspective how fragile life is. You just don't know. Makes me think of his kids, to be honest with you. Catherine Legg, who competed in both the Indianapolis 500 and the Coca-Cola 600 on the same day, said plainly, racing has lost one of the greatest drivers, in my opinion, of all time. At Charlotte Motor Speedway, the tributes to Busch were woven into every corner of the event. Organizers painted a large No 8 and Busch's signature on the front stretch grass. A highway billboard near the main entrance of the track displayed his image. All 39 cars in the field carried a small black No 8 decal. The U.S. Army Golden Knights carried Busch's flag during pre-race festivities. During the pace laps, the field formed the missing man formation, leaving the pole position slot open. Then, on lap 8, both the public address system and TV commentators went silent in Busch's memory. On the front stretch, NASCAR CEO Steve O'Donnell stood beside Samantha, Brexton, and Lennox, their first public appearance since Thursday, and delivered the following words directly to the family. Samantha, I want you to know that this sport stands with you, and that you and your children are NASCAR family forever. And Brexton and Lennox, your dad loved you with all his heart. Everyone gathered here, everyone behind you, everybody watching on TV, and all those people up in that grandstand are your family, and we've got you. O'Donnell then added, Kyle Busch is NASCAR. He was one of a kind, and there will never be another. Richard Childress Racing retired the No 8 car, renaming it the No 33 until Brexton Busch is old enough to take it over. Austin Hill, a regular in the O'Reilly Auto Parts series, substituted for Busch in that car. Simultaneously at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, Dale Coyne Racing replicated Busch's No 18 font on Romain Grosjean's car. Busch was mentioned by name in the opening prayer, and on lap 18, the scoring pylon was lit up with his name and the years 1985-2026. The bond between DanielSuárez and Kyle Busch runs deeper than most fans realized. When Suarez joined Joe Gibbs Racing's development program in 2014, he arrived from Mexico with no prior connections in NASCAR. Steve D'Souza, Executive Vice President of the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series at JGR, introduced the two drivers. Throughout 2015, Suarez's rookie season in the series, the calls from Busch never stopped. Suarez described the relationship with complete honesty. For someone coming from a different country, you don't know many people. The least you expect is to get support from a legend like him. He elaborated further, I reached out to him literally every single week in 2015, and he took the time to answer every single one of my questions. He was giving me advice, and back then we didn't have any SEMP data, so everything was by feel. He was giving me a lot of advice on what to do for practice, what to do for qualifying, in the race, what to look for in the lines. A lot of people don't know that. Suarez then addressed the public image many fans carried of Busch. Most people knew Kyle as the villain, as that guy that fans either loved him or hated him. He had a huge heart and was one of those drivers and people that was always willing to give you a hand. When Suarez won his first O'Reilly race at Michigan International Speedway, Busch was on the losing side, a rare outcome. Busch joked afterward, "I think you are getting too good, I need to stop helping you." He never actually stopped. The two friends shared an off-track moment at the inaugural Cup Series race in Mexico City at Autódromo Hermanos Rodriguez the previous year. On the Saturday before the 2026 Coca-Cola 600, Suarez told reporters, "All of us, including you guys, drivers, crew chiefs, I feel like everyone is going to be racing with heavy hearts and thinking about him. I hope that we can dedicate this weekend to this legend." He had sent Busch a text on Thursday morning. It was never answered. The Coca-Cola 600 itself delivered 32 lead changes among 13 drivers, 12 cautions for 75 laps, and a finish that no one predicted. Tyler Reddick, starting from pole, led a race-high 119 laps. Denny Hamlin led 75 laps and won Stage 2 by 3.767 seconds, leading a Jaeger sweep of the top four. Christopher Bell won Stage 3 from a late pit strategy. Kyle Larson won Stage 1 from the 18th starting position, marking 7 consecutive Stage 1 victories for Hendrick Motorsports at Charlotte. The race also saw significant attrition. Chase Elliott crashed into the inside wall on lap 90. Austin Cindric and Connor Zeilish were collected in an early wreck. A 4-car incident on lap 319 eliminated Chase Briscoe and Ryan Preece. Defending champion Ross Chastain was clipped by Ricky Stenhouse Jr., with 81 laps remaining. The race-winning decision came on lap 356 during a lightning caution. While most teams took 4 tires, Suarez's crew chief Ryan Sparks called for 2 right-side tires only. The result, Suarez gained 13 positions on pit road and led the field to green on lap 360 against Bell and Hamlin on 4 fresh tires. Kyle Larson, a fellow Chevrolet driver, pushed Suarez on both restarts. Bell tried everything to get around him. As Bell later admitted, "I knew after the first restart, I knew he couldn't get clear. I was going to have to stay beside him. I couldn't stay beside him. He cleared me. Once he cleared me, I knew it was going to be a really tough pass with it being a short run." When the rain came in earnest with 27 laps remaining, NASCAR called the race official. Daniel Suárez, the first Mexican-born driver to win the Coca-Cola 600, was the winner. It was his 3rd career Cup Series victory and his first since 2024. In victory lane, wearing a No. 8 hat, Suarez pointed to the number and then pointed to the sky. Tears ran down his face as he spoke. "Every win is special, but this one has a special flavor because of Kyle. This one is for him. If it wasn't for Kyle, I wasn't going to be an Xfinity champion. I wasn't going to have my shot in the Cup Series. To win this race for him is unbelievable." Jimmy Johnson walked over and embraced him in victory lane. Joey Logano put Busch's legacy into words that the entire paddock shared. "When you think race car driver and what that person should be like, Kyle Busch is probably one of the first that comes to your mind on the type of racer he was." Tyler Reddick left Charlotte with a 122-point series lead over Hamlin. The next race is the Cracker Barrel 400 at Nashville Superspeedway on Sunday at 7 p.m. ET on Prime Video and HBO Max.